Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we're going to take a look at several modern women and their demands toward men, ranging from the absurd to the downright shameless. If you enjoy this content, leave a like and subscribe. We're on our way to 150,000 subscribers, and with your help, we'll get there. Tell us in the comments about your experience or your opinion on these cases. And without further introduction, let's get started.
Let me explain to you why that narcissist is not going to change. Simply put, they don't need to. They don't care. I know that is really hard and almost vicious to hear, but it is the truth. If they cared, you wouldn't be sitting there begging this person to change. If they cared, they wouldn't treat you the way that they treat you. And I know that it's extremely hard, especially with narcissists, because in the beginning, they are so kind. They did care. They did try. They did communicate. They did compliment. They didn't criticize you. They were completely different. So it's so hard because it's not like you met this person like this. You met a completely different person than you're encountering right now. But sometimes we have to stop and we have to see this is who this person is. Now, am I going to sit here the rest of my life or even another 5-10 years and pray to God that they're going to change? Or am I going to accept the fact that, you know what, maybe I don't fully understand it, but this person's not going to change. And I'm not willing to drain my life away waiting for them to change.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
This is the big difference between men and women. If a man chooses the wrong wife, a woman who cheats on him or treats him badly, society blames him. They hold him responsible for his choice, as if he had known from the start how it would all end. But if a woman chooses a narcissistic Chad who treats her like garbage, no one blames her. They blame the man, his childhood, the patriarchy, everyone except her. Responsibility is kryptonite for women, because even though she was the one who fell for the wrong guy, she'll never own up to her part in the mess.
So it turns out my husband doesn't love me anymore. How did I figure this out, you ask? Well, it's quite simple. Every day since we moved in together, I have woken up to a text message that says, "Good morning, my love. I hope you have an amazing day." The only day I don't get this is on Sunday because he's off. Also, every morning, he kisses me on my forehead. It's not anything crazy, but it's like enough to not wake me up too much, but just a little bit to know, like, I love you. So what did I get this morning? Absolutely nothing. Not a text message, not a kiss, not a phone call, not a notification, not a pat on the shoulder. Who hurt you? What did I do to you? Are we fighting? Are you mad at me? Do you not love me anymore? Are we not married? Are we divorced? Like, I don't understand. Is there someone else? Is there someone else? I guess I'm single? I don't know.
Stop it. Get some help.
Honestly, I don't know what people are smoking in the mornings, because this one must have been strong. One of my uncles is a psychologist, and he used to tell us that if you want a woman to miss you, get her used to something you do in a way that seems unconscious. An example from him with his wife. He was always the first to wake up early in the morning. The first thing he'd do was make coffee at home, then serve that coffee with cream to his wife, and give her a kiss on the forehead with her cup. Then he told us he was away for a few months at a conference, and his wife would always call him and mention how much she missed that simple gesture. Brothers, this works because you mentally reprogram a person's mind to adapt to an action. It might be manipulation, but it really works. Try it.
I don't give a fuck what a man does for work. If he does not come home and contribute to your life, meaning helping you with the kids, helping you with the house, helping you with the laundry, he is not the fucking one, sis. Yesterday I was upstairs cleaning. Now the house was completely destroyed. Like, I had a really busy day working, answering some messages, posting content, just really catching up from being gone over the weekend. And then I went upstairs and I started doing laundry and getting all that sorted out. I hear Eric come home and he doesn't come upstairs and say anything to me. He doesn't come up there, tell me hi, kiss me, whatever. So I just finished doing what I'm doing. And then I come downstairs and the entire entire downstairs is clean. Dishes washed, counters wiped down, the floors are clean, everything is done. And he's in the greatest fucking mood ever. And this is like a reoccurrence. This is actually something that happens all the time. Like he just comes home from work and he just cleans the house and he cooks dinner and he does the things that needs to be done so that we can have our time together in the night. And he said, I realized you probably had a busy day. Like you probably, I had mentioned to him that I was like trying to get caught up. And so he realized that. He took into note, like, okay, he didn't just come home and get angry that the laundry wasn't done or that the kitchen was dirty or the dishes or dinner wasn't done. He wasn't mad about any of that. He's just like, you know what, let me just clean up really quick, make some dinner. If you do not have a partner that comes home and it contributes to your fucking life, you don't have a partner. You literally have somebody who is paying your bills and then you're taking care of their kids, or you're basically raising them and taking care of their laundry and their dishes and all this stuff. And if your partner thinks that paying the bills is contributing to your life and that's all they need to do, that's leave. I don't give a fuck what a man does for work. If your man goes to work and he comes home and does nothing, doesn't help with the kids, doesn't help with the house, he is not the fucking one. He's a lazy piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. Everybody is putting in work here. We're all putting in work, okay? I don't give a fuck if you're a stay-at-home mom and that's all you do. You be putting in work all day long. So when he comes home from work, it's time to clock in, motherfucker. It is time to get this shit rolling so that we can all have a peaceful night, so we can all get some rest, so we can all take care of ourselves. I said what the fuck I said.
Oh, hell no!
Personally, as a man, I have no problem helping out around the house with the mess. But expecting me to have more responsibility than a woman who stays at home, that's unacceptable. If he's working to support you, the kids, and pay the bills, then he's already contributing more to your life than anyone else. Are you the one going out to earn the money that comes into that house? No. So don't expect the man to work 8, 10, 12 hours a day and then come home and also have to cook, clean, do laundry, and raise your kids. The ironic part is that if that same man stopped focusing on providing, to spend more time scrubbing dishes, she'd leave him for not being a provider. I'm all for helping out, but if you overload your man, in the end, he won't be able to focus on improving everyone's quality of life.
Women.
I just got married and I'm getting divorced. The thing is that how dumb can they be to cheat on you, but yet not try to cover any of their traces? Which, I mean, I guess I'm thankful that I found out sooner than later, right? Let me break it down and tell you how I found out. Okay, so I have a garden and 3 garden beds, and I was out there pruning my tomatoes and my chiles, and my garden beds are really close to my neighbor's fence, like my next door neighbor's fence. Obviously, I'm not making a lot of sound because I'm just like pruning, and I hear her come out, and it sounds like if she's on the phone. So I'm like, ooh, I want to be a chismosa, type of deal. So I hear her say, like, yeah, but she shouldn't know because we will both get in a lot of trouble. And it seems like if we both don't want to leave our partners. And I'm like, is the neighbor cheating on her husband? So obviously, I stayed to listen. So it seemed like if the person on the phone was telling her, like, I'm going to leave my partner, or like I'm leaving, because she was like, no, like if you leave, that means that I have to, like, where are we going to go? This is just going to be so awkward. And due to us living next to each other, it's going to be a bigger drama. And I'm like, wait, what? And then I'm thinking, because next to their house, it's like this older couple. And I'm like, really? A sugar daddy? But I mean, everybody has their own taste, but I keep listening. And then I hear her say, but Noel. And I'm like, Noel? That's my husband's name. And it's not a common name. Like for you to be like, oh, well, the neighbor's name is also Noel. So you might guess what I did next. So I go over and I bang on her door, and she opens and she looks like she just seen a ghost. And I go off on her I call her all these names and I ask her since when has it been going on? And she's looking at me terrified. And she's like, no, you're misunderstanding everything. And I'm like, I heard you. I was outside. Like, you're for even going outside when you're the neighbor's husband. And I try to grab her from her hair, but my hands are not strong enough and long enough to hold her. And I'm trying to punch her, but I can't punch her like I can't punch. And I feel so angry. And that's when I wake up. And I'm like, I was heartbroken. I felt broken inside, okay? It felt real. And now, I'm really wondering if my husband's cheating on me with the neighbor.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
These are the kinds of nonsense we men have to put up with. This woman wants to get divorced over a dream. Yes, a dream. She even says it herself. I woke up with a broken heart. It felt real. And just like that, she's questioning her marriage? Just because in her head, her husband cheated on her with the neighbor. And then they wonder why women initiate 80% of divorces. It's because they get divorced over the smallest things. The emotional woman makes decisions based on emotion. And this is the perfect example. Not even a real affair, just a mental movie. And she already wants to destroy her marriage.
Stop ignoring the people you care about. Whether you're ignoring them to process your feelings or you're ignoring them to teach them a lesson. When you are ignoring someone, you're basically telling them, I do not value you enough to give you any attention. Now, here's the thing. When you're upset at someone, it's okay to take time away. You're allowed as much time as you need to process, but you need to communicate that with the person that you care about. The only time that you should be ignoring someone is someone that you no longer want or need in your life. If you are done with someone that you cared about and you've expressed that it's over, you can ignore them. That is a valid boundary that you're allowed to have. But if you care about your children, your partner, your friends, and you are ignoring them either because you don't know how to communicate that you need time or you're ignoring them because you want to punish them, that is one of the most toxic things that you can do in any relationship. If you cannot process your emotions or your feelings, talk to someone, either a friend or a specialist. All humans need to feel valued, especially by the people that love and care for them. If people are not valuable enough in your life to give them even a response, you are teaching them to heal and live without you. Ignoring people should only be done when you're done with them. Otherwise, it's pretty toxic. Stop that.
I'm not sure if this woman is talking about an active relationship or one that already ended, but she mixes everything into one emotional, illogical rant. In a relationship, of course communication is key. Ignoring your partner to punish them is childish. But if the relationship is over, or if the connection never even happened, then going no contact is completely valid. As a man, you have no obligation to stick around as an emotional crutch or friend. For a woman who didn't choose you, she says ignoring is toxic unless you no longer care about the person. Well, that's the whole point. If there's no relationship, if you're not a couple, not family, nothing serious, you have every right to disappear. You decide who stays in your life. Because if you don't respect yourself first, no one else will. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about women not taking responsibility for their own decisions? What's your opinion on a man coming home from work and still having to clean the house? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.